Hey, what's good, viewer? This is Spanky. Today I've got the Star Wars Revoltech BOBA FETT. Yeah. He's, I guess, Series 5. I guess they're starting a new series with these. They've really changed up the box art for a lot of these Revoltech figures. They're kind of going a different route, and usually they have an ongoing series number, so it should have been something like almost 100 or maybe more 100, but it seems like, I guess, the Disney and Star Wars are going to have their own series. But this is for me going to determine whether or not I'm going to continue investing in Star Wars Revoltech. So I'm hoping good things. Let's open it up. So here is the Boba Fett out of package. I've been messing with them for a while, I'm not going to lie, and there's a lot of cool things, and I'm not totally convinced by this series. You know, and I am basing it off one figure, but I've had enough issues already just messing around with it on my own with this figure. First of all, I don't know how I fixed it, but his head, if you rewind and look in the package, his head was permanently leaned like that, and I kind of just messed with it, and now it looks okay. It is a little bit lean towards that way now, but it's actually straight, so I'm not going to mess with it. It does have a lot of good articulation. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So, there's no complaints on that. This part right here actually moves down, which is really neat. All throughout, we've got really nice paint applications. Like, you see some battle damage. We've got some, like, bullet holes right there, or blaster holes, I guess they'd be called. Some wear and tear right here. And it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a crazy amount better than the Star Wars Black Series by Hasbro, but it is in fact better. I forgot to turn on my light. So I'm still trying to see where the difference in price lies compared to Hasbro $20. I think this one was, I think it was about $50, maybe $60 if you bought it off of BBTS. I got mine off Ami. It's always a little bit cheaper going on there. Not a lot cheaper, but a little bit cheaper. This is pretty neat how this kind of slides in here, and then they got this little latch right here that you can sort of, keep it latched in. There you go. So that's really nice, because I really hate it, and I don't even think if you didn't have that latch, I don't think it'd fall out. It's really tightly secured in there. I hate it when you're out taking pictures and you lose freaking like guns and little accessories. Here's speaking of guns, here's Boba Fett's pretty, classic gun. He has this with pretty much every figure comes out with. I'm not sure if it has like a special name or anything, but it looks cool. Let's try to put it in his hand. I'm not sure if Boba Fett's left-handed or right-handed or anything, so don't kill me, nerds, if I put it on the wrong hand or something. So okay, so now we're speaking about hands. He comes with 3 different pairs, 3 sets, and the left and right set are exactly the same. Usually, like, they'll have a trigger finger with the left hand and then another hand holding it. Well, what they've done is now they have a trigger finger with this hand and the left hand's holding it. So, literally, you're getting the exact same, which I guess it's not crazy to do that, but there are a few that will switch it up. I guess at first I thought that was weird, but now that I kind of think about it, there's a lot of figures that have 2 hands doing the same exact thing. I guess I'm just thrown off a little bit by it since it's a figure that's supposed to have a shooting hand. I guess they just wanted Boba Fett to be, I don't know, ambidextrous. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna shut up. I guess it is good that he has 2 shooting hands, so you can have one hand shooting this gun and maybe one hand shooting this gun. So at first I thought that was weird, but now I'm kind of thinking that's actually a cool feature that they did that. But only 3 sets of hands, fisted, these open hands right here, and a trigger hand. Just try to move some stuff back, try to make him hold his rifle. I'm not really too fond of how, you see how closely, what do you call it, molded this hand is. It's really blurry. It won't zoom. Sorry guys. It'll zoom in the rest of the forearm, but it won't zoom in that. And how the hell am I supposed to get this into there? So if I break it, I buy it. which is just freaking, like, wow, what a stupid. Oh, it's actually molded. Okay. Am I doing something wrong? There's a piece come off here. Let's look at the directions before I break something. The directions don't say, of course. Why would they, you know? What the frack? What is going on here? Someone explain that to me. Let's see. Let's look at this hand. Nope, this hand's molded too. What? Huh? So how is he supposed to hold this? That's definitely a problem. This hand is molded. I can't separate the thumb from the rest of the index finger, or the middle finger. I'm at a loss. Maybe if I figure it out later, I'll tell you. Oh, there you go. Alright, don't... Okay, I'm gonna show this, because I almost broke the figure. Bam, just... I knew there had to be a trick to it, because a lot of I was thinking that earlier. There's a lot of tricks where you can remove hilts or do this to a gun so that you don't break your freaking toys. Don't break the hands, don't jam it in there, don't be an idiot like I almost was. Let me zoom back out. Like, why can't you see anything? Well, so, pull that back. It's still a pretty... There you go. Okay, it slid right in there. Woo, I almost broke my figure. I would have been pissed. Okay. It's dummy proof, let's just say that. It's idiot proof. And then this hand like this, so we got the classic, you know, Boba Fett pose. I'm holding my rifle. And you're going to get some really good articulation out of this. The shoulders, it's kind of a double ball hinge right here, ball right there. And he gets a really good wide range of motion. It doesn't, the ball joint doesn't go in and out, if you know what I'm referring to. A lot of Japanese figures, the ball joint will go in and hide the joint better, but this one doesn't really do it. You kind of have to maneuver it, and that's about as good as it'll hold the joint. Jetpack, it comes off. I don't really know the point of that. It's a big ugly thing, so you're always going to want to have the jetpack on pretty much. I'm not a big fan of the cape. I like the cloth cape on the Hasbro figure a lot better. Look at this. This is just really good paint right here. Those are some great paint apps. And especially right here in the rocket. Woo! That is sexy. Muy bien. So there are some really good things about this figure. I'm always really critical about these figures because of price and stuff like that. But that's really beautiful. I like that a lot. Little hand rocket. Let's really hope that this guy appears in the new movies. That'd be really cool. Anyways, the ab joint is on a ball. As you can hear it click. The Revo joints are a real love-hate. I like the click. You rarely ever get a loose Revo joint, and that's really, really cool because you got that click. But they do have their own, you know, you got to pull out the joint, and circle it if you want it to go a different way. You don't really have to do that, but it's better to do that so you don't end up snapping anything. So yeah, articulation is pretty good. This is on a nice joint right here, so that when you go like that, it doesn't hinder anything. That's really, really cool. It's a neat feature. I don't have any complaints about that at all. See, the belt looks really great. So this is a really great figure. Lastly, it comes with this weird, let's call it a base, I guess. It plugs in here in the back. I'll do it off camera a little bit. All I'm doing is plugging this in, so it's not rocket science. But it is a rocket. It'd probably be better to take off the rocket and then do that. And I guess that's his base, because there's nothing like this. This is from a different figure. There's nothing like that. I've looked through the package and I've looked through the promotional art. This is how it's supposed to be. Yeah. It looks cheap. I don't like it. Don't do that anymore, Revoltech. Stop. This is not good. This is not a good trend. Don't effing do this ever again. This is stupid. It's cheap. It's just cheap. This does not cost much to make. Make a freaking base. Give us a effing base with joints. This the only thing this does is this. This is the only stand. Give us something better. Come on, guys. So, but I mean, this figure, the more I look at it, the more things I see on it, the more like little details and stuff. It's just crazy. Besides the base, it's a great figure. I definitely would recommend it to any Star Wars fan. Definitely recommend it to who doesn't love Boba Fett. You know, it's a great figure. I don't think I'm gonna go crazy on these. I'm not gonna buy like Luke Skywalker or anything, but probably won't buy Darth Vader. But I'm definitely buying Maul. So there is some really good things about this. I'm not 100% crazy about it, but I do like it a lot. So I would recommend that. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna get Darth Maul. I don't think I'm gonna go towards Darth Vader or anything. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.